Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about why Rockstar has absolutely no excuses not to bring this vehicle in the Grand Theft Auto Online Gun Running DLC. And that vehicle I'm talking about today is the Lost Slam Van. So the Lost Slam Van has support from all different aspects of the community. A lot of people want to see this vehicle added into Grand Theft Auto Online, and there's a lot of reasons why I think Rockstar eventually will, and why I think they have no excuse not to add it in the Gun Running DLC. So if you have no clue what I'm talking about when I refer to the Lost Slam Van, it's a version of the Slam Van that is a little stockier than the versions that we can bring into the LSC or bring into Benny's, and it was originally featured in a Grand Theft Auto 4 expansion, the Lost and the Damned. So it was essentially a biker gang vehicle, and I thought that Rockstar was going to add this with Grand Theft Auto Online Bikers. I said, okay, this is the perfect opportunity for them to do this, but when they didn't, I said, well, man, is the Slam Van, the Lost version of it, ever going to come into Grand Theft Auto Online as a vehicle we can own and customize? I thought that was the final nail in the coffin. And then Rockstar announced the Gun Running DLC, and the light has come back on for this vehicle to be added into the game. And let me explain why. So in the Lost and the Damned, this vehicle, the Lost Slam Van, was used as a gun van. So one of the contacts you had as Johnny Klebitz was one of your biker gang members, Terry. And if you were in a pinch, so for example, if you were fighting a battle against another biker crew or during a mission, you could call Terry and you could request the gun van. And what this gun van was essentially a Lost Slam Van, but in the back, it was loaded with military gear, body armor, weapons, pistols, shotguns, RPGs, grenade launchers, assault rifles, snipers, pretty much any weapon and any explosive under the sun you could get for a small price. So not only was the Lost Slam Van functionable as a pretty cool vehicle, but it also served as a mobile arsenal, allowing your player to basically reload at any time with the push of a phone call button, basically. So that, in my opinion, was pretty cool. So think to yourself about the theme of gun running. It's all going to be about, buying guns, selling them, doing stuff with them. It's going to be a military gun weapon arsenal based theme. And I think that the Lost Slam Van would not only be a perfect vehicle fit, but would also be awesome if it had the exact same feature in the back. Now, that's kind of secondary. However, there is a mod that you can apply for GTA 5 that kind of does this really well and shows you how it could almost work perfectly. I'm not so much focused on that. I just want the Lost Slam Van to be added into the game. Now, here's why I believe it can and should come. For everything I just explained, I feel like it perfectly fits the gun running vibe. I think that could work really well. Number two, this vehicle is already in the game. Rockstar have added the Lost Slam Van into Grand Theft Auto Online with the Heist update. So that was over 2 years ago in 2015. So the vehicle is in the game. The only thing is it's blacklisted from going in the Los Santos custom shop and from being stored in our garage. The reason we know that is because Rockstar uses it very frequently in missions as vehicles NPCs drive and that bikers use. In fact, there's many missions from the Bikers DLC where Lost MC members that we're fighting are using this version of the Slam Van. We're able to drive it, we're able to go around with it. The only thing we can't do is store it or put it into the Los Santos custom shop, and after the mission is over, we're forced out of the vehicle and it's locked. So it's in the game. The only thing Rockstar literally have to do is remove the restrictions off of this vehicle. Another reason why they have no excuse not to add this into the game is because they're already adding vehicles that were once restricted into online. We've seen that with the Duke of Death. That's going to be added into the game very soon. So why wouldn't they do the same thing here? And it could be simply another way for Rockstar to just make money on a vehicle where they literally don't have to do any work. The vehicle is in the game, they could charge money for it, and people like myself would buy it because it's an absolutely awesome vehicle. And finally, last but not least, reason number three, in a game they created, it was used for like gun running purposes. How cool would it be if they created a second version of the Slam Van that had the gun running, like gun van aspect in the back? That would be an amazing feature, and I would love for Rockstar to see them do that. The reason I could see this working is because over the last couple years, they've been doing a better job of organizing the weapons. So I think it was last year they actually updated the ammunition store where they made it a little bit cleaner. Then obviously in Finance and Felony and with the Bikers update, we got the option to add a gun locker to our office in MC Clubhouse, thus allowing us to organize our weapons even more. And they could improve on that with this gun running update by adding almost a mobile arsenal of sorts that we could call into the game. That would be extremely cool. In my opinion, Rockstar has teased this on multiple occasions where they've had images of Franklin standing at the back of his car with the trunk open, seeming to be pulling out a gun in front of the ammunition store. So they've kind of like teased this in the past, and I think it's time to not only bring this feature into the game with gun running, but also introduce this amazing vehicle, the Lost Slam Van, into the game as well. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments section down below. Is this a vehicle you want to see added into Grand Theft Auto Online? I mean, at this point, Rockstar has no excuse. It's in the game already. All they've got to do is take the restrictions off. It fits the theme of gun running, and one of the biggest features of a previous DLC would work amazingly for this military-styled update. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments section down below. Would you like to see the Lost Slam Van added into the game, and would you also like to see that organized gun van arsenal style feature added as well? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments section down below. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.